Hello, my name is Ron Malcolm. I'm the team leader for Team 2 in the IST 402 gaming class. I'd like to welcome you guys to our group, and I'd like to welcome you to this video. What I'd like to do is go over the textures and sound files that we've accumulated so far in Team 2 for our golf cart racing game, just to give you an idea of the progress we've made so far with our materials. So, let's begin. What you see before you is an overhead map layout of the Penn State Abington campus. What we've done is overlaid a series of tracks, theoretical tracks, that we can use as levels or maps for our game. As you can see, we have a woodland track that circles the woodland building and our pond, the Rydell track, the soccer field track, the lower athletic parking lot track, and the Layers track, which runs in front of our Layers or cafeteria building. What you see here is a Google SketchUp rendition of all the campus buildings. This here was the Woodland building from the previous picture, Layers, our Sutherland building, Rydell, and so forth. This was done pulling an overhead satellite image from Google Maps into Google Earth and then extruding overhead blueprints, so to speak, of the buildings into actual objects that you see before you. This picture here represents a theoretical idea of what we want our HUD layout to be. As you can see, there is a mini-map in the upper right-hand corner that shows where the player currently is on the track they're racing on, a speedometer, what position the player is in, the top 4 racers in the map, the number of laps, and the lap time. This was pieced together using currently existing HUDs, but it gives you an idea of what we would like to have in our actual heads-up display. This picture is a concept object of the flagger we could use to begin each race. Many games have a traffic light, red, yellow, green, that indicates when the race will start. We figured, being Penn State themed, we could have a Nittany lion model holding checkered flags, and when the lion waves the flags, that signals the beginning of the race. This picture is a 3D Studio Max elm tree created for the purpose of populating our maps with some realistic looking foliage, along with objects such as this is an evergreen tree. We also plan on doing maybe some shrubs, other small plant life, just to make the natural areas of our campus look a little bit more realistic as you're racing by them. This 3D Studio model is a generic golf cart that we've put together. It originated as a dune buggy, but we placed a tiered roof on it to give it more of a golf cart feel, just so we have a very basic, generic model that we can pull into XNA for some preliminary testing of our navigation and moving cameras around and such. This model here is, again, a generic model, was created in Poser. It could represent a basic driver, just a human figure that we can slap in a car and say, look, we have a driver. Or it could be used as our Janitor Jim character, as defined in Game Definition Number 1. It's up in the air, but again, at least we have some human model we can use as a driver. The following couple screens represent menus that we've so far created. As you will find in the game definition, if time permits, we are going to try to implement multiple characters, perhaps with different colored cars, perhaps with cars that have multiple details on them that make each car unique to that driver. If that is implemented, this is a screen that players will see so they can pick which driver they want to use to race with. A controller layout screen, so the user knows what each button and stick does on the Xbox 360 controller. The main menu, which gives you your basic options, playing the game, controller options, credits, and of course exiting the game. And also a track selection screen, so that users can pick which track of the Abington campus they can race on. The remaining screens all show textures that we've accumulated for the game. This isn't a total list, it's just what we have so far, things that are usable. What you see here is an asphalt texture that we can use for pathways, parking lots, and so forth. This picture is concrete. We can use it for curbs, for concrete walkways, the sides of buildings. This is smaller or multiple renditions of the same concrete, so we can have some variety. This here is a traffic cone wrapper that we can place around a cone object. Traffic cones could be used for segregating certain sections of the map so players know, okay, I can't venture here, let me follow the cones and go where I should. And they look good in parking lots to, designate off-limits areas and so forth. This is a compilation of grass textures. We can use one or all of them for the grassy sections of the campus. And finally, we have a sky texture, which can be used to create a realistic-looking skybox for each of the maps, since we plan to have them as bright environments over the campus. We also have some sound files that we have accumulated so far. Again, not a final list, but it's something that we at least have so we can create the Exact project and have some sounds playing once we pull our car model in. As you can see, we have a golf cart burst, which is an acceleration noise, a noise that plays while the car is driving, a noise that plays while the car is idling, a horn to play, screeching brakes, as well as some ambient noises, such as dorm chatter, students, cell phones going off, that sort of thing, birds chirping, wind, water splashing that we can use for the pond. So this is about what we have so far. We look forward to working with you. If you have any questions, direct them to your professor or direct it to Joe Oakes, and you can send them our way. Until then, thank you for watching, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.